how do I say this in a few words? A plea, a special plea to atheists. I'm talking particularly to ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who have left the Watchtower Society, which I was in for 40 years, until 3 years ago. And many of you ex-JWs are now atheists or agnostics, whatever tag you want to put to yourself. And you've abandoned your faith in our Creator, which at one time you upheld so much, you knocked on doors, advocating the one true God. It's kind of worrying to me how so many ex-JWs, Jehovah's Witnesses, have become atheists or agnostics. Why were you in that organization in the first place? Question. Why? Was it because you wanted to get your neck saved, to live with panda bears in paradise? Or was it really because you love truth? Don't let any man, any piece of flesh, any organization on this earth take you away from your Father. I mean, seriously, are you really atheists? Are you really saying that you're a self-made man or woman? Get real. I'm pretty sure on your deathbed, which any one of us could face today or tomorrow, you're not going to be bold and strong to say, I'm an atheist. The bravest of men who fought in the world wars, in the trenches, cried out to their God in their dying breaths. There's no atheist when it comes to facing your personal death. No brave so-called self. I know many ex-JWs like John Cedars, Evan Lloyd, who do a wonderful job, better than I can do, exposing the Watchtower. And that's all it is, period. They're taking people from the Jehovah's Witness Forum into no man's land. I remember a good public talk my son gave. I raised him in the cult, JWs. It was called Scaffold Support. He's a master carpenter, my son, right? Still in JWs. Scaffold Support. You see, when you pull a building down in construction work, you have to put a scaffold support up. You don't just drag the people out of the building and drop them on the streets, right? Unless you are bringing people to the Messiah, zip your mouth. Zip it. Because irrespective of all the wonderful work you do exposing the Watchtower, it's irrelevant. Because you and I are not going to bring down the Watchtower, JWs, or any false religion. I mean, the JWs are a drop in the ocean. They're 1 in 1,000, folks. Have you really noticed, like my son said to me when I resigned 3 years ago, he said, Dad, there's so much attack on the internet against JWs. He said, it's inordinate, he says. I said, I agree. I agree with you. It's inordinate. They spend all their life putting up YouTubes, etc., Facebook, attacking the Watchtower, but they don't attack the big sharks like the Catholic Church, etc., do they? Is it because they're trying to make themselves look good by picking on the one that hurt them? It's like a guy going to a bar, right? Or a girl who's been hurt by their mates, and every day they go blah 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 blah. Oh, I've been so damaged, I've been so hurt. And people in the bar will say, come on man, come on, we've heard your story, move on. appeal to you, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses atheists. Get back to your first love. Otherwise you have no voice. I've been damaged big time. I've lost all my family, my wife, my children, my grandchildren. Even got my jaw broken by a JW who I took into my house. I'm not playing my little squeaky violin here, but come on. There's no excuse. As Romans chapter 1 says, no excuse whatsoever to say there is no God. Or agnostic, maybe there's a God. Make sure, all you ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, when you decry the watchtower and expose them, you are giving these Jehovah's Witnesses still trapped a proper scaffold support. Otherwise, zip your mouth, because you are leading them into what? The desert. Not the promised land. The desert. Your own deserted, foolish, no man's land. Shalom.